everybody. We got some new goat fences in a couple of days ago, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to put them up and get our new baby goats into their new pens. Why don't you come on along and take a look. These are electric fences. They will give out a 7,000 volt jolt if anyone touches them. Believe me, they quite hurt out of experience. We have found that in the past with our goats, we weren't able to keep them fenced in any other manner. Whether they would go through it, jump it, we've had barbed wire, we've had goat panel, we've had high tensile wire, and it just wouldn't keep the goats in. So we went out and bought some of these electric net fences. It's actually for chickens, for birds, poultry. We figured that with the poultry nets, they will actually keep the goats in. And so far so good. We've currently got our goats set up in the poultry pen, and it's been working. So we went out and bought some specifically for the goats. And let's go ahead and get this set up.
So as Jenny unwraps the fence here, she asked that I go over some of the boring details with you. The company that we bought this fencing from offers a lot of different fencing solutions. They offer very portable fencing, non-electric fences, electric fences, semi-permanent, and a whole bunch of other things. This is their semi to permanent solution with a double spike. Their netted fencing generally is rated because of the vertical spacing between each next vertical. This one here is rated for chickens. If we went and purchased the one for the goats, it's just as tall, but the spacing vertically and some of the spacing horizontally is larger. So our reasoning is that because it will hold chickens, it will also hold the goats, and it seems to be put into a lot of good use by well-renowned people, so that's why we're going to give it a try.
All right, so each one of these fences is about 100 feet long, and we have purchased 3 sections of it for 300 feet. But these guys are still babies, and they are not used to being handled. The previous owner that we got them from didn't handle any of the goats. So we're actually only putting up 1 section today, which is 100 feet long. That way we can put them in a smaller area and be able to tame them back down so that they're handleable, because these are milk goats. So we want to be able to get the milk out of them, and in order to do that, they've got to be hand tamed. Alright, so right here we've got, think of the fence as a positive charge, and the ground is a negative charge. And so we need to make sure that there is a spacer in between the fence and the shed, because if the current jumps to the shed, it can either A, short out the entire fence, or B, it would actually charge the shed, so anything touching metal, including our rabbits, would be electrified. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Electric net fencing is all well and good for goats, but if you don't pay attention to the gate, you can still screw the whole system up. When you're putting in a door, think about how your goat is going to put their feet up onto the door and push against it. If you put your door on the outside of whatever is supporting it, then the goat can push all that pressure and it's going to be exerted upon the nails, staples, or whatever you're using to hold it up. But if you put it on the inside, like with this pine tree, the goat's going to push against the tree. And now the goat's got no way of using this as an escape point. So think about your door when you're constructing your pen for your animals.
Well, there you go. Hope and Faith, Hope is the white one and Faith is the brown one, are both Nubian goats. They were dame raised, so they are not handleable at the moment, which is why we wanted to have a smaller pen. The pen that they were in was a larger pen that they were very difficult to get a hold of.
So now that we have them in here, we hope that we can get them more exposed to us, and they'll be more comfortable with us touching them and just them coming straight up to us, especially because we expect to be able to milk them next spring. So hopefully this will give us the interaction and the closeness that we're looking for. It's attached to this carport to give them a large amount of covered shelter during rain and so forth. Go over and check out our friends Jason and Jennifer at Camelot Hills. He had a great video about why it's important to provide shelter for goats. So we're hoping that this structure will provide that to them. In fact, we know that it will because we've raised several other goats and even had some birds right inside of this structure. So here they are, happy and healthy, and we'll share more with you about them another time.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.